First thing I noticed, man, is cinematography is fucking amazing.
My God, the cinematography. Yeah. I mean, it's just art.
The compositions, man. The simple stuff of like the sun in the background, this thing on the hill in the shadows, like just the visual triangles happening everywhere. It was just fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And like
from start to finish.
Yeah, and everything. Whoever's doing the CG in this shit, it just hire them.
Hire them.
Just everything looked real. Even you could tell sometimes like it's not real, but everything.
But it
looked
good enough that you're not questioning it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And the combination of the practical stuff and the CG extensions and everything, I mean, it just looked really, really
That had
good.
to be a bitch to film.
Oh, my gosh.
All that sand.
Yeah.
Imagine that shit. That would suck so bad. Every day just sand. Hot sand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could have been set for all I know.
I'm sure some of it was.
Yeah.
But still
sand.
Yeah.
Right.
Still sand. Set sand is still sand.
Yeah. Audio was really good too, man.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, there was a few times where, and this happened in the first movie too, where there's a line that is whispered or said too close to a music hit or something. I didn't quite get what they said. But outside of those couple of really nitpicky moments, yeah, I mean, just the score is incredible.
Oh,
the sound effects.
Yeah,
the sound design where they're adding sound to things. I mean, it was
the musical
phenomenal.
score was, I noticed it.
Yeah.
Just starting to see.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I was like ready.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It had like its own character to it. It doesn't feel like it could be Star Wars or it could be Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, it was totally unique and awesome.
Yeah. And I know most musical scores are wrote to the movie.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
But this one felt like super, like you said, like a character, super integrated into the movie to where like, it was his own entity, like doing something and like I don't know. It was just fucking awesome. Everything about it was just really good.
It was just really good.
Good movie, man.
Yeah.
I'll probably see it again.
I'm definitely gonna see it again.
Yeah, and I would say you definitely got to see it in theaters. I mean, if you couldn't tell by now, this flick's worth watching.
It's worth watching. Yes,
Me.
Go out, go see it, please. Support this kind of movie where it's like artists made this thing.
Yeah,
everybody from the set dressers and the costume people and everything. You can just tell it was made with some love. Like, people fucking cared about this movie.
Yeah, it looked great. Acting was acting was good. There's only one annoying thing.
Which was?
It was Batista.
Yeah.
There were some scenes. Now this is not his fault at all. It's just it reminded me of Drax a little bit, right? And that's nothing. I mean, he is Drax, right? And does the same kind of anger.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not his fault. It was acting. But, like, it just, for a couple seconds, it was the script along with what he was saying.
Yeah.
It took me out of that for a second. And it was like, I wanted to laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I felt like we needed, like, 15 more minutes in Act 1. I wanted a little bit more time with Paul getting to know the ways of the Fremen. There needed to be more time for him and Chani to develop their relationship. Like, it just felt like all of a sudden they're
sleeping together,
in love.
Yeah.
And I get it for him because he's been dreaming of her the whole other movie.
Yeah.
Right? She doesn't know who the fuck he is. He's an outsider, No. He's a Guaylo, like
it's Guaylo.
I know I'm saying this in the movie's like 3.5, 4 hours long. I don't know how long the runtime on it was, but it's a long fucking movie.
It didn't seem long to me though.
But yeah. But I wanted just a touch more time in Act 1. And that was probably it. Other than that, man.
Yeah.
What a fucking story. I was expecting a letdown.
I mean, I don't know the Dune story, so I have no preconceived notions for it. But
neither do I.
So I wasn't expecting a letdown. I was expecting the beginning was long in the sense to where I was expecting some more action. Yeah. Right. Didn't mind that there wasn't because it kept me engaged. But there's a lot of building, which I don't mind if it's warranted, right? And I'm getting rewarded for it, right? But
that's what I'm saying. Like, Act 1 should have been more Paul training and getting into little skirmishes and getting into fights with the other Fremen and then teaching him some moves, and then they go out on not a mission where they're taking down sand crawlers, but maybe they go and they find like a small platoon of Harkonnen soldiers to fight, and stuff like that to give little action hits before they go on the big mission.
Yeah. This movie can be seen as, I think, our series like two different things, right? Like like what can happen when you gain power, right? And of course, I saw it right away. This is the Great White Hope trope happening.
Oh, you think so?
A little bit so far.
Yeah.
Right. Without seeing part 3, right? You have this planet, the indigenous people. The colonizers come. Yeah. Right. The indigenous can't help themselves. They can't win. And then this colonizer comes in. Hey guys, I'm your savior. I'm your medulla oblongata. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. And here I'm going to be willing to save you guys. Yeah. And then, so I'm not saying it is the Great White Hope storyline, but all the things I've named, I'm like, oh, okay, absolutely. This seems like it's heading this way.
Right. It's not unique in that way because it's definitely a story you've seen before. Where the uniqueness comes is in the way they tell the story and all of the stuff surrounding it.
By no means, like, is it Avatar obvious?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man.
It was a great movie.
What a great fucking movie. What a great fucking movie this was.
Yeah. IMDb gave it a 9.
Okay.
People on IMDb gave it a 9.
Yeah.
I gave it a 9.
I gave it a 9 too.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes, 95 from the fans and 93 from the critics. Yeah. Very close.
Woo.
So that one. So yeah. Good movie. If you haven't seen it. Yeah, all right, that works. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it in theaters. I'm probably gonna see it again in IMAX with the nice comfy chairs.
Yeah.
For full episodes, find us on your favorite podcast provider. Check us out on flicksworthwatching.com.